Welcome to Datum Insights, reports for Munis made easy. In this tutorial, we will demonstrate how to use the features and functions of our software so you can get the most out of your reports. When you log in, you'll expand the menu by clicking these two arrows at the top, or you can also close the menu. Let's say you want to start with the budget report. So you'll click on budget, and the budget report will load. Each report will have multiple tabs, and each of these tabs are like different pages of the report. We'll start with the budget overview. You'll notice a lot of different graphs, and this will display your information, and then you have a way to dissect that information by filtering it or slicing it with this slicer. So we have a lot of different filters on the top. Let's say we want to choose the fiscal year 2021. You'll click inside the drop-down box and single click, and this will now show the data for 2021. And let's say you want to look at a specific fund. Click the general fund in a specific unit. Let's say you're looking at high school, and you'll notice that the information updates instantly. Let's look at a function, and lastly a program. So you're able to very quickly determine how much remaining budget you have for a program in particular. If you want to select multiple, you'll hold the Control key on your keyboard. If you're on a Mac, that's the command, and then you'll left click. Now this is filtering for both of these selections. If you want to deselect, you can click Clear the Selection, which is this eraser tool, and this eraser is above every slicer. Another way to deselect is to simply click on one of the two selections you have, and it'll deselect both of them. It'll clear the selection. If you want to reset all of the slicers, simply click the budget report and it will load it again. You'll notice it loads without any of the filters in place. Okay, now let's go to the budget versus actual detail page. And let's select fiscal year 2021, and let's say a function, select one in particular. Now you'll be able to see the different funds that are associated with this function, the current budget amount, the current amount spent, the amount that is still remaining in the budget, what is the percentage of that budget that's remaining, the previous year budget, and the previous year spent on this fund, all in one place. And the way you'll navigate this section is with these arrows right here. So we'll start with using the pitchfork. You'll probably use the pitchfork most often. This allows you to drill down, so when you click the pitchfork once, you'll now see where this function fits underneath each fund. And then you can hit the drill down again, and now you can see each of these lines within this function within this fund. So if we wanted to select a program in particular, now you can see that this, the 270 Gifted and Talented program has these codes in this function in this fund. So we can drill up, farther. This down arrow is like the pitchfork, but it takes a couple more steps. And the difference is if you click the down arrow and now click on special revenue, the general fund, the fund above, disappears. Now you're only drilling down into the special revenue. And you can click here and it'll drill down farther. And then of course if you drill up, once you get all the way up to the top, the general fund appears again. And then just click the down arrow to deselect the drill down. But most of the time you'll use this pitchfork. And then you can just keep clicking it, and then you'll be able to quickly see and analyze data just by drilling up and drilling down. You can also select the budget type here. So if you wanted to look at salary, this is salary within this program, within this function. And then these are the funds. You can also hold the Control or the Command button on a Mac and select more than one selection here. Or you can select all of them or deselect them. Another way to drill down is by clicking the plus. If you want to see more, you want to add more to your view, you can click the plus. Or if you want to subtract from your view, you can hit the minus. That's another way to navigate this. Now let's suppose you want to export some of the data from let's say the general fund within this function and this program. So let's say we'd want to drill down. We're using the singular drill down, not the pitchfork, because we want just the general fund this time. Now you'll notice that the second fund disappeared. And let's expand that. And then we click the ellipsis, this more options, these three dots, and then click export data. And this will allow you to export it into Excel or a CSV file. You can just leave it as the summarized data as the default, and then click export. You'll see that it's successfully exported, and now you'll navigate to your downloads. And now when you open it, you'll see everything that was in this window has now been downloaded here, so you can manipulate it. So if you highlight the columns by holding shift and then double click in here, that will spread everything out so it's easy to read. But you'll see that we have the general fund, this function, and all of these object codes that you're looking at here. And this will allow you to easily manipulate in Excel and grab the exact data that you need. If you needed something else, let's say you wanted to drill up and you needed to get both of these, so you do the pitchfork again, and now you want to export all of these. You'll go to the ellipsis, three dots, more options, click export data, and you'll be able to export that. Okay, let's suppose you're looking at an object code. So let's say this bus driving one, 2720, and you want to know what made up this $1,580. If you look at the current spend column, any item in here, you can right click, drill through, and then click on invoice details. When you click on that, you'll notice you go from this page and navigate to the invoice details, and now you can see all of the amounts that add up to that $1,580, and you're able to export this data as well. And it'll export everything that's in this window. You'll see when it was keyed in and if it was posted to the general ledger. And if you want to get back to where you were, hit this back arrow and it'll take you back to the budget versus actual detail. Another thing is you can sort these columns highest to lowest. So now this is sorting the overall fund highest to lowest in order of the fund. If you want to do the current spend, same way. Let's say you want to look at, though, how much is remaining left in your budget. The first time you sort it, it'll go highest to lowest, so 100%, but let's say you click again and you want to see which ones are way over budget. And now you can see the red ones, those are over budget. If it's yellow, then it means it's less than 10% of the budget is remaining. And then the black is there's whatever the percentage is left remaining. So that's this is helpful, so you can quickly see which items are over budget, and then you can drill down into it even more. You can also search by object code. So if we type in an object code here and hit enter, and then if we want to drill down, we can see where those object codes are, and then we can export this data. We hope this tutorial has been helpful and that you now better understand how to navigate and use the budgets with Datum Insights. Thanks for watching.